estamos.
That's cool. ¿Tienes un link de YouTube para ver si está saliendo?
Sí. A ver. Vale.
Okay, this seems to be working. Great.
Yeah.
Julia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but there's Matteo.
Yeah, he's trying to, I don't know what problems he's having.
Okay. He set up all the system and then he's going to...
Okay, let's try. I can raise my hand here. Let's try screen sharing. Doesn't seem to work that well. Okay, we have a chat on the left side. Let's try that. Okay.
Yeah, it's working. Great. Okay.
What else do we have? It even has speaker stats. That's cool.
Oh.
You can see how much each one has been talking.
Where is that?
You can go to the top bottom right dots and go to the speaker stats. So you can see who's been talking, how much.
That's cool.
Like I've been talking a lot.
Cool. I just wonder if it keeps that also as a. It would be interesting to have a like analytics of this for all the meetings done on Jitsi.
Yes, that would be cool. I mean, we can do it manually, like collecting them and then having some kind of file sheet for that. I tried screen sharing and then it crashed, so I'm not sure if I should try again.
Yeah, it said you have low connectivity.
Yes, that's when I tried sharing. Let's try again.
Shall I try?
Yeah, if you want.
You can also open paths. Monitor quality.
But do you see? Does it work?
I'm seeing all a black screen.
Okay, this was also what I saw. So stop sharing.
Okay.
For me, it's working. I saw your screen.
Really? Okay. That's weird.
So only Chrome works with Chrome, maybe.
I could try that in Chrome. Let me try that. I'll join in a minute.
You can see my screen.
Here I am again. And now. It's asking me to install an extension.
Yeah, I downloaded the extension.
Okay. Okay, so now I can share screen. Ah, that's interesting. It seems to be working, right?
Yes.
That's great. Only in Chrome, apparently. Well, you're in a nice sunny setting, Julia.
Yes, I'm in the balcony.
Very nice. Okay, so what's up with Matteo? What's happening to him?
There is an old lady in the chat. I see another person. That is not you or Pascual.
No, I have my username. I have a fellow user. I guess it's Mateo.
Okay, so I have a question. Using Jitsi and then streaming to YouTube, isn't it just the same, almost the same as using YouTube directly?
Yes.
In terms of autonomy, I think we are in the same at the same level almost. Just making it more complicated.
Yeah, I tried to say that we give the video to YouTube anyhow, so
Yeah.
not to Google, but to YouTube, which is also Google. So
Yes. We end up in Google always.
What happened if I click on the right hand that you have bottom left? You see that?
yeah, we see that you want to speak.
Yeah, it's like raising a hand.
I'm doing two. You will see that the icon in my
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
It's like, hey, I want to say something.
Well, for me, just for that and for the speaker stats, I'd rather go for this than just directly on YouTube.
Yeah, and if we manage to integrate it in Riot and still have the streaming, that would be ideal. I don't know if that's possible, but
Anyway, if we can manage to have the Nextcloud, with Nextcloud, you can also make video calls, right? I don't know if it's also with Jitsi or...
yes, I'm not sure what system I think it's a different one. And I have to check if it allows streaming, because that would be great. Wow, Matteo even had to download Chrome, so he's almost restarting from scratch.
Hello.
There you are.
At last.
At last.
Okay, so it's Firefox on Linux that it's not working.
Okay.
Hello. Nice to meet you, first of all. At last.
Same.
Okay, so it's Firefox on Linux.
So everybody's in right now, right?
yes.
Yes, there we are.
I can see Matteo.
I can see him. It's still shown as fellow Jitsi.
Yeah.
I think you have to enter your name by hand.
Okay.
By clicking on your username.
Yeah.
That's not really great, but that's because of the lack of integration with Riot. But it works. We're streaming to YouTube, so
yeah, I was following you on YouTube earlier.
That's great. Okay, so Pascual, should we jump in to the matter?
Yes. You can hear Mateo? I can.
Yes, I can. Can you see him or hear him?
No.
It says you are having connectivity issues.
Yeah. I can see that pretty much everyone, at least from my computer, including myself, we all have a red or yellow icon signaling connectivity issues. So I don't know whether it's actually our connections or the server. I'm not entirely certain.
I think it's our connections because I'm red and you are yellow.
Okay.
Yes. And Pascual is gray. So. But I can hear him. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I can hear him as well.
I think he's having problems. Pascual? You there? Okay, you there? You hearing us?
I can hear you and Julia, but I'm not hearing anything from Mateo.
Hello, Pascual. Can you hear me?
I don't know if you can hear him then.
That's weird.
Really weird.
Did you mute him or something? Check.
blocked on all media.
I've been blocked everywhere.
Oh, I can kick you out. That's cool.
Yes, you can. but after all I did to join, please don't.
No, yeah, that would be mean. Okay, Pascual PG, are you there?
So how do we do it? Is it because of the number of people or?
No, I think it's something with Pascual's connection. I think that's the only problem. Are you speaking now, Pascual? No, we can't hear you. I think your connection is a bit...
Have you tried lowering the call quality?
Okay, we can do that.
Because I've lowered it to low definition and it's smoother now. I don't know if that changes settings. I think it changes the settings for me only.
Yeah, that seems to be... I just changed mine. Mm-hmm. So I should be a bit more blurry right now.
Yes, but it's definitely working better.
Okay. And Julia is also blurry now. That's great. And Pascual is still only hearing us.
Pascual? Pascual is no more.
He tried to exit and re-enter. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's cool that you can set a password for this kind of temporary meetings.
Yes, but then when I connected through Chrome, it didn't ask for the password.
Yeah, because I had disabled it already.
Okay.
But it should be working. It's
it was working the first time I tried.
Yeah, I think you can set it also. Everyone is an admin here.
Hello?
Hey,
hello.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
And you can hear Mateo?
Can you hear me, Pascual? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yoo-hoo, we managed to do it.
Yes.
It only took almost an hour. It's okay.
Not bad.
Not bad for the first try.
And as you were mentioning earlier, while I was outside, but I was following you through YouTube, we still have the same problem that everything is finally going to Google anyway.
Yes, exactly. So we ended up where we were.
So,
step by step.
Yes, exactly, step by step.
Yes.
So any other ideas?
we can change the name of the project. Instead of Digitautonomy, just name it Google Maze or something like that.
Like trying to run from Google, but not managing to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, I think that we can just adopt the. Do you know Aral Balkan? He's kind of a. I really like his position. He's a sharp guy, and what he says is just you. Yes, you can use all these platforms, Facebook, Twitter, etc. But just to spread your ideas, and you don't keep anything there. So, in the
Yes.
case of YouTube, it doesn't work actually because we keep the data there.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can find another way of kind of putting the video in,
Yeah.
then we can try, because for me it's not important to have it live,
Okay.
but the video itself is important.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it should be recorded somewhere. Some people I've seen they're using archive.org for hosting videos because they're kind of basically a huge hosting thing for hosting the whole internet. So it seems they have lately added some features for hosting some kind of content there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people use it for videos, so it's a way of definitely archiving all the videos there, and then also sharing them on YouTube and everywhere, place or whatever we want, but with a link back to the original one. That could be a step forward, like having the content stored somewhere else.
The only thing is that, as you mentioned earlier, somebody would have to record the whole thing.
Yes.
Which means that if that someone leaves the room before the chat is finished or whatever, I think it's going to be more difficult, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Because the other thing was that as we had a chat a couple of days ago with, I sent a GitHub link for a Jitsi recorder, which seems to work from a server side. So it basically records all the video conferences that go through the server, but that obviously would require us to have a server rather than using the Jitsi one.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, let's see, because I had found a website that would record the calls, actually the screen, I think. Record Jitsi meeting. But as I think, I don't remember who was that said that none of the Jitsi server have that extension to record the chats. So yes, I think it would require us to have a private server.
Yes.
I put a link of the meeting minutes document.
Okay.
Anyway, well, today
okay.
we don't have so much time. At least I don't have so much time. But anyway, I think for me today would be just to, well, first of all, have a first meeting because Jorge, Mateo, and Julia never met before, so just to know each other, to test Riot, to test Jitsi, and to talk about how to keep going. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we already did the first part. We are testing it right now, and it's kind of working. So
yeah.
we can just talk for a while about what's next.
Yeah, well, first of all, because for me it would be nice if we can use this project as a prototype of how could we use Riot, and also we can discuss if we can go with Nextcloud, for example, and Jitsi. So I don't know, because, for example, in Slack we have the platform for CivicWise, and then we have channels for each project.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it could be nice if we can create, I don't know if we have it already, we can create the community of CivicWise inside Riot, and then to have, we have already CivicWise General, but then to create another room, would it be Digitautonomy room?
Okay.
Then if another people came in, it's going to CivicWise General and the community, and if they want to create another room for another project, they can start to create other rooms. So we can start to create all the community for CivicWise from this project. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. The community is already existing, and I think, given that you are administrator, you can add yourself, I think. But I will try, because I created the community, and I think that probably everyone except you is inside. I will add you now, and then I will make I will make you all administrators as well. So just give me a second. And yes, I don't know how it works in terms of rooms. I think that once you're administrator of a community, you can then add that room to the community. But I'm not entirely sure about
that. Okay. The good thing of this is that I don't know if I'm right, but you can be on a room without being on the community.
Yes, absolutely.
Even if the room is already linked to the community.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
So it has different permissions. So you can say, for example, I want to have this room public, so anyone on Riot can join, but the community private, so it can be seen, but only people who are invited can join.
Okay, that's perfect.
By the way, I have invited you to the community. I don't know where you should see the notification.
Yeah, I see it. Perfect.
And now, no, actually, there are no. I don't see any way of making somebody admin inside of the community.
I don't understand the community and the room. Community is the people in the room, or is it another thing than the room?
Yeah, go. Yeah, go.
No, I mean, community, would it be like our Slack for CivicWise? And inside the Slack of CivicWise, we have a lot of channels. So instead of channel, here we have rooms. So the community is the group that it would be like the 500 people that we have already in the Slack.
Yeah.
And these people could be in the room that they want to be. So, but the good thing here is that in Slack right now, if we want someone to be on a channel for a specific project, it's mandatory to be also on the whole platform on the Slack. But with this, you can be in a room without being on the community. So we can have people just interested in in just one project, so can be on that room, but not being involved in the whole community. So for me, that's so nice.
Okay, so for all the projects and so on, we are going to create rooms.
That's it, yeah.
And it's not possible to communicate through the community. You just see them. When you click on the community, you just see the people. But you cannot send a message to everyone there, right?
You can see the people that are part of the community and the rooms that are part of the community. But then if you want to chat with the people, you either have to send a private message or do that in a room. So
Okay.
as Pasquale was saying, it's like the community is like civicwise.slack.com, and the rooms are all the channels.
Okay.
Yeah, so following that, CivicWise General, the room that we already have, would it be like the channel that we have in Slack, which is CivicWise General also?
Exactly.
And I would create, right now it's going to be the same people, I know, and it maybe sounds silly, but I would create another room. Would it be Digitautonomy to develop this project? But with that, we have more people coming in. It's like we were creating the whole community from there.
Okay. Does anyone wants to create the room so that we can then test if anybody can add the room to the community?
Okay. But the thing is right now, okay, CivicWise. Okay. Now, and how can I link it to the community?
So
it's from the room or from the community?
It's from the community. Once you're in the community, you click on the gear. It's called community settings at the top.
Okay.
And then at the bottom of the new window, you have add rooms to this community.
I'm seeing it, but it's like it's not available for me.
Ah. Okay. This could be a problem because I don't see any way of making somebody admin inside of the community.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that in rooms, as you've seen, but not for a community. And I'm trying to find from online if it is possible to do so.
So we cannot add rooms, but you can, Matteo.
Exactly. In the community.
Okay.
And actually, I added a room and I cannot find it anywhere.
So you added a room, so you created a new room?
Yes, but I think because I wanted to do it within the CivicWise community, it didn't say that I cannot do it. It just like a decent person just made me think that I created it, but I didn't.
Okay.
Room directory.
Well, why? I'm trying to invite you, but
Okay.
okay.
P Digitautonomy.
And I'm trying to invite here.
I am inside the Digitautonomy room.
And I can, for example, share this room. I guess so. Share this room through a link in the CivicWise general room. So anyone who wants to join.
Yeah.
And how can I get this link?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to add it to the community. The link to
the thing is that room, if it's created outside the community, won't be linked to it, right? Or,
exactly.
So Mateo should create one from the community, right?
Mateo, I think Mateo should find a way to make all of every person in the room capable to add rooms.
The problem is I don't see any settings to change to change it. So as of now, as I have created the community, I am the only one who is able to add the rooms, and there is no way of making new
admins
enable. Yeah, exactly.
That's strange.
That's really strange, also because it makes a community for us pretty much useless.
Yes, and the community is not a user on its own, right? You cannot log in as the community.
No.
Because it looks like one, but no, users have an ad at front, right? This one,
exactly.
has a plus. Okay, so it's more like a channel.
Yeah.
So maybe from a chat you can add it to a community. The other way around. If you create
from
a room,
chat. Yeah.
If you created a room, can you add it from the room to the community? Like the other way around.
Let's see.
Doesn't seem to be an option there, but. Doesn't seem to be an option to do that.
No.
So that's really strange. There is a section. Are you seeing my screen? No, I think I disabled the screen sharing. No, I'm screen sharing.
Yeah, I can see it.
There is a section here called Flare
Yeah.
Showing flag for these communities, but I don't know what it means.
It means that next to your to your nickname there is the badge, so the icon of that room. So that yeah, it's pretty much useless in terms.
Okay. So what is this Pasquale is sharing right now?
So probably with that link, I don't know, is that working? Yeah, so this is the link to the room. Okay.
I cannot join the room. Pasquale is sharing.
You can't?
No, look, this is what happens.
Okay. Okay, so I have to change the settings.
Oh, this is in Spanglish. That's nice. So, Matteo, can you create a new room from the community?
I have now added the room that Pasquale created to the community.
Okay, that's great. So you can add an external group to it.
Yes.
Okay.
But the problem is that it's only me who can do this.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, I get that. That's a problem.
Unless we do something like Julia did for the local camp, so we create a mock account that only has the power to add things to the community, and we share the details of that. Even though obviously it's fairly dangerous in a way, because you can then delete rooms and other stuff.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know if. Because I can have access to the room that Pasquale created, but I cannot delete that room, obviously.
Yeah.
So having one mock account that only has the role of creating the community and adding the rooms, but doesn't have access or admin access to the rooms.
That could be a workaround, yeah.
Yeah, in absence of better options, because I'm trying to see on, well, I'm Googling like Riot communities, more than one admin and so on, but I can't find anything.
Oh, I love the birds chirping in the background.
Who created the Digitautonomy?
Pasquale.
Okay. But how? Because I also see that it is within the Streetwise community.
Yes, because Matteo added it later to it.
Okay, so you can move it. Okay.
Yes, you can link it to a community later.
Okay, yeah. It's not a big problem then. I mean, once in a while, Matteo will get some messages. Can you please link this?
Yes, but then I think that everyone who wants to have that power should have it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, or as we were saying earlier, create an account that everyone has access to, whose only power is to add rooms to the community.
So we should.
I think it could work because now, I as far as I know, at least 20 people have the user details of the civicwise@gmail.com and all
Okay.
other civicwise accounts.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't say it online, but with the same password. So until now, they haven't been hacked. So
okay, yeah, probably what I could do is if we want to use the same name, I could delete the community. We then create a mock account like the CivicWise Gmail account to create a new user to admin all the rooms for the community, and that's it.
Do you have already a CivicWise account you use for those matters?
Yeah,
I don't.
We have a Gmail.
Okay, maybe that one could be used, but then we would have to delete the organization and everything and start over, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take that long, honestly.
Okay, but can you even delete a user and then claim the same username?
Well, the username, it's not the username for each one of us can then be used for any other community or room or whatever.
Yeah, I mean the name.
Because it has a
of the community.
complicated directory, I think the name would be okay. Let me try to create a CivicWise community. I will do that.
So, I mean, can we just delete the CivicWise community and recreate it with the same name?
It
should be possible. I'm not entirely sure.
The only problem is the CivicWise matrix.org already exists.
Yes, that's my question.
And then we recreate it, I don't know what will happen.
That's my question. If we can delete that and then recreate it or not, or if we have lost it. I don't know.
In Turkey, there are some companies like real CivicWise. You add like the real thing before. We can have a real CivicWise.matrix.org.
Yeah. That would be nice to keep the CivicWise.
Yeah, let's see. And
so, yeah. Maybe we can research a bit about that before doing that, just to be sure. So I'm adding this to the.
It's strange that just one person can manage the admin settings for a whole community.
Yes, that's really strange.
Should be another way to do it. Anyway, we can start with that. We can create the community from CivicWise Gmail, and let's see.
Or if you want, probably it's going to be easier. I can change the email for my username and the password, and then give you the details.
And you can change the username too?
No, I cannot change the username, but
that's locked.
Yeah, it's locked, but only for the login. You can change the username as it appears to others. So, for example, my username is Dr. Waldo, but then once I'm in the chat, you can see me as Matteo.
Okay, yeah. But then you wouldn't be able to create the same username for you to access.
Yeah, well, I can create another one. I honestly don't care.
You would have to leave your Dr. Waldo.
Yeah, it's fine. I honestly don't care. But
okay, that's another workaround.
That's another workaround, and considering that obviously I can change both, I can also change the email address. I mean, I could put the CivicWise Gmail, set a password that we all know, and leave it there.
Okay. We can CivicWise.
I'm still looking at either Riot or Matrix documentation to see if it is possible to do it in one way or another, but it doesn't look like.
The password can be.
I think you shouldn't have the password here.
We can have it, all of us.
Because this document is mostly like public, almost.
Yeah.
Apri tutto.
Well, probably not so much, probably.
Okay. Okay, you have it. I can delete it from here.
And you have to keep in mind that I'm a kind of a spy because I'm not officially in the CivicWise network. So now I can get in and destroy everything.
You are in CivicWise, just that you don't know it yet.
Okay, yeah, that could be another way of seeing it.
Into you. You just don't on.
I just became part of it without even knowing. And jumped directly to the most secret password of the network.
Yeah, I think they are much more open to give it to strangers than to people who are within CivicWise for many years. Because I also had it like 1 month later or so. It's a test. It's a test of trust.
Yeah. Okay. I would have to leave at some point, so I would like to wrap up a bit on what we were discussing, like because these other details we can sort them out slowly, even between meetings. Yeah. So I just want to wrap up the general approach. Like, we will be, of course, trying to keep this project going. Sorry, I'm going to disable screen sharing. Okay, to keep this project going in terms of filling the database and having this website done and everything open to the public. But then at the same time, we want to use this as a test bed for these same technologies. So we want to try to use this project for CivicWise to use other kinds of tools and become more autonomous. So we'll be doing both things at the same time, which probably means the original project will go a bit slower, because today, for example, we are not working on it. We are just working around other issues. So, but I think it's fine. I mean, we can, if we all agree on doing that, I think it's good to have both things going at the same time. Actually, this gave me an idea. Doing this gave me an idea for the final platform, because having a kind of a log or comments on the attempts we've made to use the technology would be good, even at the website. Like, okay, we tried this one. Imagine you go into Riot and then you see, we tried this one and we saw these problems, and someone else tries it and add their comments. So that would be a way of testing us ourselves, but we should also create a way of keeping track of those comments or impressions. That would be some added value for the platform.
Yeah, and also I really liked Mateo's documents for how to move to Riot. I mean, this idea of, I love this idea of a logbook, because you always see that you can use this and this, but the problem is, I think in general, if you are kind of a non-expert user, if you have no idea about coding and all this stuff, but you can still just find your way through it. And yeah, I think it would be really good to have this logbook.
Okay.
Much more like a humane way of engaging. Because everyone knows there are other alternatives to everything, but no one just feels comfortable enough to try it out.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes. So I was just writing some ideas down in the document. Okay, so I think the next meeting maybe could be more when Alfonso joins us to discuss the platform itself and how the project should be going on. And then from then on, we can try balancing both things, like the meta testing and the development of the project itself.
And what do you think about just starting this document for the logbook? We just tried this. We just kind of found a way to connect Jitsi to YouTube. We couldn't find a way to have multiple admins for the community building on Riot and things like that. Just listing.
Yeah, we're doing that right now in the same meeting notes.
Okay.
Document, but we can do it separately if you think it makes more sense.
Yeah, I think because when I was setting up my own business, I wanted to have a logbook, because when you just start something new, everything is new and you get surprised. But when you move in, at a point, you don't get surprised anymore. So it's better if you are going to do it, we just start doing it right now.
Okay.
And I think it's very easy to just like, this happened, that happened. I can just, I can do it after the, after the video conference ends, and then I will share it with you to see if I understood everything correct, and then you correct.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
like
just
that.
like,
Because I will just get some of the points from the meeting minutes and put them somewhere else.
okay,
with a kind of a date on it and so on.
Okay, so on the Digitautonomy shared folder, something like logbook or whatever, which we can then update every time we have a meeting.
Yes, or when we just ran into some problems.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So there, for example, the conversation we had about connecting to a streaming service, so we can keep all those links we were gathering, the plugins and everything. There.
And also how to and all this external tell how to do that.
Okay, so in the meeting, I would say in the meeting notes we can keep the general project notes, and then we can even add some link to the log of that day if we spoke about that. Like today we spoke about this, and here's a link to the other documents. That's a way of connecting both.
Okay. Yes.
That's easy to do. Okay, so who's creating the other one, the other documents?
The other documents. So about, sorry.
The other one, the log.
The log.
I will do that.
Okay.
But what is the other one? We have the meeting minutes and then we have the logbook. That's it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to change the name of reuniones to meeting It's not the word I was looking for. I mean, it's not notes. How it's usually said. Meeting
We call it meeting minutes.
minutes. Oops. Yeah. Okay.
And about the next meeting, let's see if Alfonso can make it. That I would try to make it on Thursday to have the same day as we were having. So to have a fixed day every Thursday at 9:30, we have the meeting.
Okay.
If it's okay for everyone.
For
we
me,
can find
it's not
another day,
okay.
but
Because I will start
it is
going
okay
to
or
the
it's not?
Spanish course. It's not
So
okay.
it would be.
Okay.
I will have from 9:30 to 11:30 the Spanish course.
Okay.
Let's
So-
start next week. So
What about Tuesday?
from Monday to Thursday, every day in the mornings,
Okay.
from 9:30 to 11:30, I'm off.
Okay. So it's more about the time more
Yeah.
than the day. Yeah, for me it will be also fine to have it in the afternoon, but I don't know when you're available.
Yes, it's fine for me as well in the afternoon.
Yeah, for me too.
I would say rather in the evening, but depends on.
Let's try with Doodle this week if you want in Telegram or not in Telegram in Riot and directly. And let's see. And the day that we have more people, we can select it as a fixed day.
Okay.
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 And in the next meeting, we can check again the roadmap that we had for Digitautonomy, and basically, we can see who is going to be involved in its task. But basically, what we have to do is to keep going on design the website and keep going on filling the data of the tools. So
yeah,
let's see next meeting.
Okay.
All right.
So
okay, nice
to see you. And
nice to meet you.
We'll meet next week.
Yes.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Pascual,
Sí.
you have to stop the streaming somehow. ¿Puedes apagar tú el streaming o no?
Sí.
O se cierra
no sé
esto y ya está.
No sé si cuando me salga, voy a comprobarlo en YouTube. Creo, no lo sé. Supongo que cuando me salga de Jitsi se parará en YouTube.
Pues esperemos.
Voy a verlo. Si no, lo paro directamente de YouTube. Ahora lo compruebo.
Aquí no hay opción, ¿no? Para pararlo.
A ver.
Yo no veo ninguna.
Sí, me aparece una Stop Live Streaming.
Ah, pues dale ahí, ya está.